A few years ago, I did a video tribute for my friend Blue Lang. He and I were involved in this website called Songfight. It's an online community of songwriters who write songs about once per week. You have a song title that's provided, and then you have a week to write and record a song. So I discovered the website in 2003. I've made a number of lifelong friends. One of them was this guy, Blue Lang, and he was larger than life, played the drums, beat the hell out of the drums when he played, just like heavy player. And his personality was kind of similar, where he was like the Simon Cowell of Songfight. He had reviews that mattered, and he was kind of an asshole by his own admission. One of the lyrics in one of his songs was, "The fact that I'm an asshole won't make your song stop sucking." The thing is, you could go to Blue and you knew that you were going to get his honest opinion, and that held a lot of weight. It wasn't always what you wanted to hear, and it wasn't even always what other people would say, but you knew that he would give it to you straight, and that was one of the great things about Blue. Blue was in a band called Son of Supercar, and they were known for being very loud, but I loved their sound. I'd always hoped that I would get a chance to hear them live. That never happened. Blue passed in 2021. Thankfully, before he passed in 2019, I had practically begged him to get Son of Supercar's album We Have Ignition online, and he did succeed in doing that. So if you look up Son of Supercar, We Have Ignition, you can find their album on Bandcamp, and it is there. And I threw together a YouTube tribute for him when he passed away with the help of some of his friends. Well, I just got news that Dennis, the lead vocalist of Son of Supercar, has passed as of Friday. I don't have a lot of details, but it was sudden from the sound of it. It was, I believe, unexpected, and it happened on Friday. He had a new band. He was excited about where things were going with it, and I'm kind of shocked. I'd say speechless, but I've been talking for 2 minutes straight. I love Son of Supercar. Dennis was a great guy. There's one other story I imagine that I probably could and should tell here. Songfight recently had their 1000th title. It was last year, around April. And I found myself wishing that Blue could be part of it, and I realized, as a digital pack rat who keeps everything that I possibly can, I had some unused Blue Lang drum sounds that we could potentially use. So I approached Dennis, and also Steven from Son of Supercar, their bass player, but I never heard back from him. And I also reached out to my friend Mo, who was the guitarist in Son of Supercar during the recording of We Have Ignition, and he also helped on the Songfight track in a major way. It was very nice to have him be part of that. Mo is my co-conspirator in the project called Agony Sauce, amongst other things. But I approached Dennis, and we threw together a song for the 1000th Songfight, and I had made the suggestion that maybe we could put ourselves as Son of Supercar, because as a big fan, Blue had sent me a guitar pedal, a bass pedal, and it was addressed to Son of Supercar because I was just such a mega fan of his band. But Dennis said, no, let's put it under Son of Supercar. We'll put it under the band name proper. And so we created this new Son of Supercar song using Blue's drums, and then Dennis adding his part and me playing along with that. And that was around a year ago, and here we are. I'm bummed. I don't have much else that I can say, but I'm going to use the rest of this video to play a little bits of that song that we threw together last year, and some of my highlights, some of my favorite moments from the band. Rest in peace to Dennis of Son of Supercar.